What is up, F3 Nation? It's your boy, Hello Kitty. And you know what? By way of introduction, Brian Jodis, 42, Hello Kitty, and this is the F3 Circle of Trust.
From the worldwide studios of F3 Nation.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
This is the Circle of Trust, connecting the men of F3 Nation through fitness, fellowship, and faith.
Andrew Maggio, 35, Wirebiter.
Mike Kuriko, 35, Saganaki.
Peter Ranky, 63, Bambi.
Jim
Chicola, 47, Half Day.
The Circle of Trust starts right now.
Shut up and sit down.
What is up, fellas? A good afternoon to you here on this beautiful Thursday across the F3 Nation. It is your boy, Hello Kitty, and you are watching the F3 Circle of Trust, where we are united every single week through fitness, fellowship, and faith to talk about all things F3 that we see happening in and around the gloom. And look, man, we got our gloom right here where we're at. We got the gloom where you're at. It's all over this beautiful F3 Nation of ours. And so we welcome you to be a part of this. You are watching us live on NGBN TV and across the F3 platforms. Maybe you're tuning in on Facebook or YouTube. Of course, once again, the big fella, Felix, 48, Safari, checking in from Kenya. Brother, it is so great, man, to have you just across the globe, right? Watching us every single week, man. Don't take it for granted. We showed an amazing photo of you and your brothers, sisters there in Kenya, watching in a week ago, and just doing great work, man, to not only accelerate male community leadership where you're at, but to help us do it here, back stateside as well. And of course, this F3 thing of ours is spread across the globe. And that's evident by all the new AOs that we see popping up, not only across the United States and North America, but really across the world. And so shout out to all of our international watchers and our brothers that are part of this amazing thing called F3 with us. As you know, or maybe you're new, right? And you're like, what is this F3 thing? I'm tuning in on NGBN, or I see this thing growing. Here's what F3 is. It's a men's leadership group. We call it a fitness group, but really it's a men's leadership group. And we are united to just help men, right? To be a part of men's lives. Mission of F3 is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for men for the invigoration of male community leadership. And we're so fortunate to sit here every week and talk to you guys about the things that we're seeing and hearing. The big fella who usually joins me, sidecar on this amazing journey, you know him as Jamie Vance Roseborough. We affectionately call him Rapido in the F3 gloom. He may or may not join the show. I don't know where he's at right now. So I'm like, could have gotten caught up on a little bit of that mammon life, right? We got a lot that's getting thrown at us. So hopefully all's well with JVR. We'll keep you updated throughout the program as we go. And you guys can be a part of this show with us. Join us live. If you go to ngbn.tv, click on the Circle of Trust under the channels. There's a red button on there that says join the show, something like that. That's how you can join us live if you want to be a part of the program. I also posted it in the F3 Slack machine, so you can join us that way as well. If you want to dial in, you can be a part of this show with me. Can't do it by myself. I mean, I can if I have to. Your boy's one to talk, right? What up, Smokies? Checking in. Humper in the house. What up, Humper? Checking in from F3 Smokies. Good to see you as well. That's the beauty of watching on the social media channels, Facebook, YouTube. We're also streaming on X, formerly known as Twitter. You can comment, be a part of the show just like that too, which is a super fun way to do it. I love to see those comments come in. It's a great way to do it. Let's see what's going on here locally this week. Pollen Fest 2004 is upon us. If you live anywhere across specifically the Southeast, I was in northern Georgia, just outside of Augusta over the weekend, back home here in central NC today. Pollen Palooza is upon us. And so the head's a little stuffy, maybe leaving the gloom in the morning, but we power through it. You guys know if you're in this area, 3 weeks, your screened in porches are unserviceable. This is what we have to do, but we make it through it. Had a great workout this morning, man. My boy Pet Sounds, part of the Shield Lock, one of the tallest men of all of F3 Carpex. Texted last night, said, hey man, let's go into South Cary. Let's go see the guys at Stonecutters, which is a limited run beatdown. It's a great South Cary AO. South Cary was the first of the sub Carpex regions to split off. And really start doing their own thing. And the beauty of that model is, look, it's hard to split a region up, especially one that's as passionate about F3 that we are, but it presents new leaders, right? New leadership team to emerge. Those guys have been crushing it, obviously. Went down and saw the boys at Stonecutters this morning, and I love it because it's a 5:15 start. Now, that meant a little adjustment left on the alarm this morning. But you know what? If you want to soar with the Eagles, you got to rise with the sun. The beauty of that 5:15 start was we were done at 6. We were having coffee by 6:10, which is great. And we got to see the guys from their Back in Black AO, which also launches Thursdays at 5:15. So we converged for cafeteria at the greatest bagel joint, breakfast joint in all of Carpex, NYBD3. They know what the heck they're doing. Proper Northeasterners, New Yorkers. They know a bagel. In there, they call it Taylor ham. We call it pork roll from where I'm from and from my wife's family. So their pork roll, egg, and cheese is on point, but great cafeteria, those boys. And so just rejuvenated, right, as always, when you leave the gloom to be able to do that. All right, we've got a lot to talk about on this show. Again, where we talk about the fitness, fellowship, and faith that unites us. Shout out to the folks at Laser Llama and Mud Gear for hooking us up with these dope COT lids. We got some great show sponsors that are a part of this show with us. So let's give them some love to start, and then we're going to talk about what's going on this month in March with this. Hey, I was just going to let it run, Max. I was going to say, we just let it run. We can show you an awesome F3 commercial. We'll get to that in a little bit. But our amazing sponsors, let's start with the guys at Mud Gear first, doing amazing things here to help us and help equip you guys, right? You know Mud Gear is the one who puts these awesome shirts on you across the gloom, but they've got so much more, including great shorts, performance shirts, socks, those Speed Ruck boots. So go to mudgear.com, use the code COT for Circle of Trust. COT, you can save 15% off today from the fine folks at Mud Gear. They're doing awesome stuff, and we're grateful for Malco and their partnership. Loving what the folks at Momentous have been providing your boy. Dude, got to tell you, man, the whey protein on point, pre-post workout, however you want to consume it, get more protein in your life, boys. When I was talking to my man, Joey Baker, he said, dude, how much protein in? I'm like, I don't know. He said, dude, get more protein in your life, right? Want to increase muscle gain, also take away muscle fatigue, and help you focus on building strong muscle while cutting back on the unnecessary love handles. Get more protein in your life. The whey protein from Momentous is awesome. They've also got some other great products, like their creatine's great. They've got all the vitamins you need. Everything they got, man, is going to make you perform as a better man and athlete. So go to livemomentous.com. That code is Brian J. You can save some money there, which is absolutely amazing. And I'm going to introduce you to a new sponsor before we go to our first break. So not yet, but I'm going to introduce you to the guys at Warrior Biz Network, but you probably already know about them because they're F3 guys. But we'll give those guys a little bit of love before we go into our first break. And if you want to be a part of this show and get your company, brand, organization, whatever, in front of the men of F3, and I actually just recalculated the numbers, closer to 5,000 times a week we're watched or listened to. Send us an email, COT at F3 Nation. We have a few spots available per show to get on these very airwaves and get yourself, company, brand, organization, nonprofit, again, whatever, in front of the men of F3. Let me know. We love to partner. We got some things cooking right now as well. Okay, this month of March across F3 Nation specifically is what we call the Mental Battle Month. And it's a month of focus on the things that not only happen in here, but really more specifically the things that happen up here. And we want to let that grow. Let me answer this question here real quick. What if a person who wishes to participate does not follow any religious faith? Great. No religious faith necessary. Here's what we mean by faith. And I love this question. And let me just take a few minutes to talk through it. Fitness, you got it. We get outside early in the morning. We get you working out. You feel good about what's going on with your body. You get moving. Fellowship, pretty self-explanatory, right? Guys found that in the early days of F3, when they started working out together, they wanted to do more, right? Cafeteria, second F, have a beer, have lunch, do things together, right? Fellowship. The faith is simply this: believe in something bigger than yourself, and are you willing to take yourself out of the center of the universe, right? The sad clown tends to put himself in the center of the universe. Well, we're in the business of eliminating sad clowns and creating high impact men. And that means by really kind of living third, right? Hey, look, higher power, something bigger than you, right? I believe that's God, that higher power, right? Supreme. Then can I put other people there before me, right? Living third. So the faith component for us is an adherence that there's something bigger than you. You're part of something bigger than yourself. And that looks like different things, right? And that's the beauty of our fifth core principle, which is every F3 workout ends in the circle of trust. That circle of trust is where you get to see that fellowship and faith component really take shape. And that can look like a guy talking about things going on in his life, asking others to talk about things that are happening, or it can look like men praying together. It takes different shapes and forms. And so if you're willing to come out and be a part of a free workout for men that's peer led in a rotating fashion, that's held outdoors, rain or shine, I flip number 3 and 4 for those of you keeping score at home. Free, open to all men, held outdoors, rain or shine, peer led in a rotating fashion, ends in the circle of trust. There's your faith component, brother. Right? And that's all we really ask for. Right? Are you willing to believe that there's something bigger than you out there? Are you willing to be part of something bigger than yourself? So no religious check the box, right? We got them of all shapes and sizes. And as it comes to religious practices, we got them in all walks and denominations, right? We're very fortunate where we live here in Central North Carolina. We've got a spread of all of it. Christian, Jewish, Muslim, non-denominational, right? All that stuff. Agnostic, but you got to believe that there's something bigger than you. You want to be part of something bigger than you out there. That's it, man. That's the faith component. Great question. I'm glad whoever asked that. And let me unpack it a little bit, which is pretty cool. All right. So for the Mental Battle Month, I'm going to tell you about a really cool event that we're doing in April. But before that, the man who really helps drive this, who helps organize it, who keeps it going throughout the year, and gets the Mental Battle workout of the day prepped and ready for you men to deploy in your region, is none other than our man Drop Thrill. And he videoed in once again to let us know where we're at with the Mental Battle update for this month.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Drop Thrill here with a Mental Battle moment for you. So just a couple of quick things for you. Just a reminder, this is Mental Battle Month. So, go ahead and check out the WOD, the workout for the day out there. That is available to you on Twitter, X, as well as on the Slack machine in the Mental Battle Challenge. So what that is just a suggested workout, and it gives you some talking points as well for the month of March. So as a reminder as well, March 23rd is the end of the second run for the 5-year Mental Battle gear order. So just if you want to do that, that link is there on Twitter as well. I've posted those 2 links at the top of the feed for X Twitter, and so check those out. Also a reminder, you'll probably hear this from the guys as well. April 6th is Equip Ourselves to Save a Life. I've already signed myself up for that. I encourage you to do that. Maybe do a viewing party, that type of thing as well. For that's all I got for the Mental Battle Month. Thanks for your encouragement. Also, if you would mind, tag me on Twitter or in Slack if you take any pictures or video of your workout for the Mental Battle. I would appreciate that. So again, this at F3 Battle or the Mental Battle Challenge on the Nation's Slack channel. And just as a reminder, as always, if you need help, reach out. Dial 988 if you are in the United States. Talk to you later. Thrill is gone. Bye.
Looking good, DT. Thanks as always, brother. You know what? I went above and beyond, bro. Now, first of all, quick observation. You guys must love this. I start thinking about a thought, like I'm going to show you the WOD in a second. And then my brain starts thinking, at what point do we fully convert from calling it Twitter to X? Or is it just, I'm guessing it's always going to be that. Do we call it Twex? I'm going to try to start calling it X more often out of respect to Elon in the vision he's cast for the platform. And quite frankly, the way he's cleaned it up, because it was a hot mess. And I got to tell you, I think it's a little bit better. It still is a mess, but I think it's a little bit better. So at what point do we make the switch over? I wonder. Maybe it takes time. Maybe it never happens. Who cares, really? Okay, let's take a look at the WOD because it's on that Mental Battle update website. But you know what? We also pulled it. So Max, throw it up there because I want to take a look at it. You can see it there. Again, go where Drop Thrill told you, but it looks like this. It's a 5-minute warm-up, 35-minute main circuit. What I love about the way the guys that built this workout is everything's got intentionality. So when you see side straddle hops, arm circles, leg swings, imperial walkers, it says, consider your struggles mentally and what you guys could do. This is a suggestion, not a me telling you to do this. But if you cue the mental battle workout in your region, as you're setting up the warm-up or before you move to the thang, what we'd call that main circuit, T-H-A-N-G, the thang. I miss my man Chinese Downhill. He used to say the thang the best. We got to go to the thang. Consider your struggles mentally. What are you doing that leads to poor mental health? For example, drinking too much and or too often, being overly negative. What can you do to improve? In F3 terms, what bricks do you need to lay to create guardrails? So get the guys. This is a great workout to not just move them physically, but mentally and emotionally. Main circuit looks like jump squats, Merkins, lunges, planks, LBCs, burpees, mountain climbers, bunch of those, which is great. And then again, who do you know that's struggling? So now we're thinking outside of ourselves, right? We get right, then we live right, and we lead right. So all that there. Approach this with love for them. Really get right up there. Cool down looks like this. Downward dog stretch, child pose, cat-cow stretch. I don't know the cat-cow stretch. Interesting. Forward fold. Those are probably some sort of yoga deals. And then finally, remember the 5 C's of F3. Commitment, candor, consistency, contentment. Shoot. Dread would kill me. I'm dropping one. If you're watching and you can comment, let me know. I don't have them rattled right off the brain. But that's an important note there as well. So I love the way that they've set this up. Again, go follow at F3 Battle on X and all the linkages there to get what you need to then host that workout, which is really pretty incredible. All right, before our break and we introduce you to the guys at Warrior Biz, I saw an interesting take from Beaver out of West Virginia. Beaver posted, he said, 2 thoughts that drive me to EH. And he thought it was an Italian job. Maybe you heard say this or something along those lines. So he said, use it as freely as you want. 1925, dog sled diphtheria delivery to Nome, Alaska. The dog sledder who delivered the serum to Nome, Alaska had zero to do with making it. But without the heroic effort of getting it to the people who needed it, they could have perished. And the serum only has value if used. The value really comes by the amount of people that receive it, in that there we all can help carry the load. Then he said, I would think that may be an extreme statement, but I have had a few guys tell me that F3 saved their marriage and saved their life. So the moral of the story was, no matter what, assume everyone needs F3 and go give it away, which I thought was an interesting take there from our man Beaver in West Virginia. And I liked it. Thought I'd share it with you guys. And he sort of hit the point on that one, which is pretty cool. So, which is good. Courage. I just got word from Max backstage. Courage was the 5th C. Great job, Max. I knew it. It was right there. Courage for sure. Amazing. Great work as always. The man behind the scenes, pushing the buttons, making this amazing show happen for us. Couldn't do it without our beloved Fat Max. All right, before the break, because we're going to show you this cool commercial from our friends at Warrior Biz Network. Now, maybe you guys saw this across the F3 Nation Slack machine, but we've got a brother of ours who has this idea that, look, I simply want to create a business directory for the men of F3. You guys are doing so much in your lives. Many of you are entrepreneurial minded or business owners or work for companies that we could set up a pretty cool, I'm going to call it P2P. You're familiar with B2B, right? Biz to biz, marketing, networking. How about P2P, PAX to PAX? Well, the guys at Warrior Biz Network have set up a directory for you, and they have 3 tiers to be a part of it. Free tier, and then there's 2 paid tiers. I got to tell you, man, we're part of the top tier one. I think it's called the Warrior Plan. And the level that you get for the price point for the year, first of all, as a business owner, it's a pretty easy write-off to be able to do that. But also, if you could pitch to your company, the cost is nominal to then be able to share your level of information with the men of F3. We're really excited. I've dropped Pick Up the 6 Productions in there to be able to branch out more and find more packs to be able to partner with across the country. So really excited about what those guys are doing. Check out this commercial. We'll go into a quick break, right? So we'll hear from those guys. We'll hear from some other great sponsors, and we'll be right back after this. Let's start with Warrior Biz Network.
Back in the good old days, we used to have these large yellow books delivered right to our doorstep. They gave us phone numbers of businesses and services that could meet our needs. The only problem is we didn't know if we could trust any of them. Well, thanks to F3, we are connected with incredible packs in our local communities. But what we don't necessarily have is a listing of the businesses of those packs. Introducing the F3 Warrior Biz Network, where you can connect with packs in your local community or from coast to coast throughout this great nation. You can connect with other biz packs to meet your needs, or if you're a business owner, you can register your own business so that other packs know about the services that you provide. Through the Warrior Biz Network, you have reliability and you have connectivity, and you can sign up today to represent your business or to find other businesses that you can trust. Join the Warrior Biz Network today at warriorbiznetwork.com.
Again, they've got those 3 tiers, but when you go there, use the code COT, let them know we sent you, and let's grow this thing out. I'm telling you, man, I think the price point for this is well worth the investment to be able to get access to these guys in an organized place, right? Really incredible. So go to warriorbiznetwork.com, B-I-Z, warriorbiznetwork.com. Sign up today, use the code COT, let them know we sent you. More after this.
The 5 core principles of F3 are that it's free, it's open to all men, it's held outdoors rain or shine, peer-led in a rotating fashion, and always ends in a circle of trust.
In the world of outdoor sports, there's no escaping the elements. Every step you take defines your journey, and every step you take is one closer to your goal. Introducing the Mudgear Speed Ruck. Lace up the Mudgear Speed Ruck to tackle the toughest obstacles, from the trail to the road to all terrains in between.
I cover a lot of miles, and the right shoe could be a game changer. For me, the Mudgear Speed Ruck is that game changer.
The Mudgear Speed Ruck offers unbeatable traction, durability for all elements, and unparalleled support for your ankles. All by partnering with the top trail running shoe designers on the planet. Made tougher and ready for anything. This is the Mudgear Speed Ruck. Available now from Mudgear. Gear for the modern hybrid athlete. Made tougher.
One week after launching our exclusive sneak peek, NGBN TV was live for 3 days of continuous coverage from Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas.
NGBN TV is live from Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58.
The one-of-a-kind streaming TV network for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s was the conversation for the big game about men's mental health. In the world of athletes, celebrities, and influencers, we're on notice. But we're just getting started with new partnerships announced like the Team Nike 3-on-3 Championship and new platforms available to download the NGBN TV app. So, what are you waiting for? Download the app today from your favorite streaming device or check us out at ngbn.tv. This is NGBN TV.
Welcome back to the Circle of Trust. Your boy, Hello Kitty, sitting here to deliver you the news of the F3 Nation. Grateful you guys are carving out a little bit of time live if you're watching us. What up, Jared Johnston, 43, Bibbs, Mobile, Alabama, coming in hot. Oh, Buddy the Elf, good to see you, bro, as always. Checking in off the Facebook machine. Good to have you, man. Hope you're well on the eastern coast of the great state of North Carolina. My man checking in from Cape Fear. Turn my audio up. I need more audio on my headphones. All right. Before we went to the break, introduce you to our great friends at Warrior Biz Network. Go check those guys out, warriorbiznetwork.com. Really on a mission to unite F3 men in a business directory. Good idea, right? Nominal cost to be a part of it. There's a free plan as well. Go check it out. Use code COT if you want to be a part of it. We got a couple of great phone calls to get through. If you guys want to, you can always be a part of this show. You can dial in live that red button at ngbn.tv on the Circle of Trust page. It's also in the Nation Slack. We're here every Thursday at 2 p.m., so you can join us live, or you can still call in just like you did when we were the podcast. 844-4COT-PAX is the number to do that. You leave us a voicemail less than 3 minutes, ideally closer to 2, and then we play it here on these very airwaves because you help us connect them into F3 Nation to something bigger than themselves, which is really pretty sweet, right? That's what we're here for. What do you say you do here? Well, we invigorate male community leadership, and on this show, right, we try to connect the pack to something bigger than themselves. Gold Rush, Bartman in the house. As always, you gotta give the qualifier. Which Bartman are you? GRB, good to see you, bro. Thanks for chiming in as well. Who else is here? Adam Nicholas, 43. Super Dave out of Cherokee. I've had the honor of working out with the boys of Cherokee, just north of Atlanta. Good to see you, brother. Good to have you. Thanks for dialing in. Man, they're across all platforms. We got guys watching on X. We got them watching on YouTube. Got them watching on Facebook, and hopefully watching live on NGBN TV. Go download the app today. All right, before we move on, I've got to tell you about this incredible event that we're doing in April. Drop Thrill talked about the Mental Battle month of March, where we're going to roll right into this amazing event with our exclusive media partners at NGBN on April the 6th. And we've been talking about this over the last few weeks. But at the network, we are on a mission to really do 3 things. Create content for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. Don't worry, 30-year-old guys, we got you. 70-year-old guys, we got you too. Revere. That's what we say in Carpex. Respect, honor, revere, 40, 50s, 60s, 70s. We got you covered as well. But we're going to create content for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that educates, entertains, inspires, celebrates, and supports. We're going to help men build community like we do here at F3. And we're going to equip men. And we're going to equip men to curb this suicide pandemic that is sweeping across not only our country, but really parts of the world, and most specifically across North America. 105 men in America today will take their own lives. Do that one thing that's irreversible. That has to stop. And thousands more will attempt it. So on April the 6th, we have this sort of groundbreaking event. We're offering a free, 100% free, no strings attached, 2-hour suicide prevention training course. And the guy that's hosting it, Craig Hannum, formerly of the United States Army, was the leader on suicide prevention for the Army. And now he's got a program that he shares with people across the globe, and he's giving it to you guys for free. All you do is you go to ngbn.tv/save-a-life. Let's look at it one more time. ngbn.tv/save-a-life. Register today. We're seeing F3 men hosting watch events. Metro is going to be doing one. Shout out to Forge. The boys up in Princeton are going to be doing one. I've got one locally we're going to be doing for the greater Carpex region, and my Raleigh brethren. Anybody else can come on the 6th. So it's going to be from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern, and Craig's going to turn right around and host it again from 9 to 11 Pacific, which is just utterly fantastic and amazing. 2-hour training course for suicide prevention training. You guys equip yourself to take on so many challenges in life. I have sat in a room with 30 other F3 men as we got ourselves CPR trained. I've sat in a room with dozens of F3 men as we've given blood to the Red Cross. Why not be ready for if and when we come across a brother, sister, loved one who is in the breach mentally and who needs our help and is in crisis, right? So on April the 6th, 9 to 11 Eastern, 9 to 11 Pacific, it's at ngbn.tv. You can watch it on the NGBN app, on Roku, Amazon Fire, all those places you can download it. And we are planning to stream it across the F3 Facebook page as well, assuming all the internet tubes work. So get signed up, register, so we know that you're coming. It also lets us follow up with you to remind you and send you some important resources before the event. And if you're hosting one of those watch events, let the folks know when you sign up, because we're going to pop into some of these watch events live. I'm hosting one with the F3 Carpex guys, courtesy of my friends at A Better Man's Barber in downtown Cary that morning. So we're just going to be in the barbershop, man, sitting in chairs, watching on the TVs, having coffee, having donuts. Shout out to Doug Donuts for helping us out. So that kind of idea, right? Carve out 2 hours to learn something that can save lives immediately. And we're really thrilled to be able to bring that to you and to be a part of it. And obviously the men of F3 are really fired up to be a part of it. And what a great way, guys, right? For us to be able to give back and equip ourselves with something else, right? Equip ourselves with maybe something we don't have in our toolbox right now. What do you ask? What do you listen for? What do you say if someone's in that space? So really critical and important. And man, it's just it's going to be an interesting and a neat event. And I think it's going to be heavy at times, but I also think it's a chance for guys to come together, man, and iron sharpens iron, get a little bit better. So be a part of that. April the 6th coming up. We'll be talking about it before then as well. It led the newsletter this week, so more to come, but just get yourself tuned up on that if you're watching, and at a minimum, register and watch, right? Be a part of this thing. Let's get better, okay? We can do just like that, so which is pretty incredible. So, which is amazing. All right, we've got a couple of calls to get through. I want to start with my man Payload from Snacktown, who, when he called in, was all short of breath. The guy literally called in during a trail race, which I absolutely love. So let's go up to Hanover, Pennsylvania, F3 Snacktown. Love it. Red Baron, I know you're watching. The guys are crushing it. Payload was chasing forest fire on a long trail run. Let's check out what was going on.
Good morning. Hello, Kitty and Rapido. This is Payload from House of York in York, PA. I am calling you live from mile 14 of the 16-mile trail run here at beautiful Cadora State Park in Hanover, Pennsylvania. I am out here trying to chase down my man Forest Fire, who survived a 1-hour Red Baron beatdown, turned around, ate something, and then came out and is smoking me in this trail race. Anyway, the whole point of my call, I just wanted to say thank you guys for what you do and what you share with the nation. I'm out here enjoying catching up podcasts and this beautiful park, and just got me thinking about a lot of awesome things and what this group really means to me and what it's done for my life. So thank you guys for what you do to spread the word, and keep on giving it away, and get out there and do something crazy, fellas. It's a great day to do something dumb. Love you all. Payload out.
Man, you know, I've had obviously the pleasure and honor of hanging out with those guys in Snacktown. Was there the day that they launched their region. To see the way that they've rallied around each other is absolutely phenomenal. Forest Fire is a beast. He's an utter beast. I've seen him work out in sandals and socks, and he blows through everybody. You know, like Teva, like a tactical Mandel. But good on Payload for going to chase him. I love it. Red Baron beatdown, little something to eat, go hit a long trail run. The peak Forest Fire. That's exactly who he is. He's a maniac, which is great. But great sentiment there, great thoughts, right? Totally get it as well. I see a nice comment here from our man, Greg Hannum. You know what we got to do? This is a mental note. I'm going to say this out loud. Fat Max, I know you're listening. Rapido, you'll watch this and listen. And Craig, if you're still watching, let's get you on this show next week and let's talk about what we're going to do on the 6th. I think that'd be cool, right? There's definitely a way in which we can do that, and we can kind of roll from there. I do see that the big fella is here. Do we have copy on you? Can we hear you?
Am I on?
Here?
What's up?
He's got him a proper collar shirt on, but he threw his lid on. You good?
Yeah. Man, I'm sorry. To you, to the network, to the PAX. I was so excited. I even had an opening line worked out earlier this morning where I was like, I'm as excited as a 10-year-old coming home from the Scholastic Book Fair with a brand new Countach poster
which is a level of excitement lost on today's generation, probably. I have to.
And then at 13:36 Eastern Standard Time, the boss's boss doesn't do anything other than hit the old like video Teams chat, and it's
red alert.
And I was in the process of, having a little Sando.
Sure. Getting yourself ready. Because, we get in the studio 20 minutes prior, so we're here ready to roll.
Exactly.
And I'm looking around like, I'm about to have to take this shit by my damn self.
And it was with the boss's boss. So it's not even like, excuse me, sir, let me grab my phone and text my television co-host that I'm going to be late to our show that we record in the middle of the workday.
Yeah, I can understand. Understand that. I throw inhibition to the wind. You've missed a ton, but it's okay. You can go back and watch and get caught up. It's been a heck of a show. They've been hearing me yammer on for the last 34 minutes. So, Craig's in. We're getting Craig on the show next week to talk about April 6th.
Oh, perfect. Got a watch party hosting my dang self.
I know you do. You guys are going to be at the beach. We're going to be at the barbershop doing it. We got
kind of jealous
all over.
I'm not doing it at the barbershop.
Barbershop should be pretty good. We're not going to be getting cuts while we're there. I was like, let's minimize, the haircuts happening.
There's a lot of background noise. It's like trying to do a show in a coffee shop. There's a little bit of
which is not good. It's not good. We just heard from Payload from Snacktown, who is chasing forest fire all over Cadora State Park. Love that Marianne Furnace Trail. Love it.
All right.
So anyways, I don't know. What do you want to talk about before I keep this engine rolling?
I don't know, man. Pollen's crushing my
I can see you just coughed. The pollen got you.
I did hit the mute button. Pollen's crushing my throat.
TJ, he'll be, I don't know if I'm always careful about releasing your location. So if you want to tell Elf where you're going to be, that's up to you, but I don't willy-nilly just spout out where the big fella's going to be.
I'll reach out to him personally.
That's on a need to know basis.
Yeah, you haven't been read in.
You haven't been read in on
protocols.
How you feeling, man?
Feeling good. We feel like we've made some milestone progress with hot sauce over the last 10 days. And
that's good news. That's
hot
good.
Sauce is my youngest.
Those loyal watchers and listeners will know the trials and tribulations, which is the adorable young lady, the youngest of your crew, that she has a tendency to keep family on their toes.
Yeah, keep them on their toes up at night. And what's really been the most sort of impactful thing is it's keeping me out of the gloom in the morning.
Which will happen. That's a shift in life, man.
She's waking up anywhere between like 4:10 and 5:50. And
it's a heck of a window.
If she's still asleep and I can get up and get out of here by like 5:20, it's Lindsay's problem. But if she's up and mama's getting up to get her day started and get to work, and the other kid, like daddy's not leaving the house. So
yeah, I can understand that.
My first death.
Yeah, I can understand that, but that's why you stay prepared and ready. Because you know what? There's seasons in life, man, where your family's gonna need you at home more. New dads know that. And then there's just other things that happen that pop in. I once came out of the downstairs half bath, kind of half delirious-eyed, and our half bath looks right up our stairs. And like a child of the corn, my youngest is just staring down at me, motionless, making no noise, just staring at me. And this was an early one. I mean, I think I was up early, like 4:45. Yeah. And was like, girlfriend, go back to bed. She just turned around.
Man, that happened to me. That happened to me with Hadley the other night. I was working late, came down from here in the bonus room, went downstairs, took the dog out, did that routine, go upstairs. And my routine is you get to the top of the steps, instead of going left to our room, go right to the kids' rooms and check on everybody. One last thing, turn the lights off on the sound machines, make sure people got blankets, normal stuff.
Yeah, normal stuff.
Hadley's room is pretty dark because it's sort of on the back corner away from other ambient light outside. And the sound machines that they like to use have a light on it, but hers was already off, but I couldn't see. So I hit that light instead of any other light. And I turn around because she has a tendency, she's got a crib, no wall. So it's like a little day bed. She has a tendency to fall out and like end up anywhere in the room, asleep on the floor, and usually pick her up, put her back in bed.
Sure. Yeah.
Hit that light, turned around to where her bed is. And dude, she is asleep, but she's on her knees, propped up against the bed out of the mattress like
what? Oh no.
And I turned around and she's looking at me and I screamed like a little girl, like you crawled up the side of the wall and was in the corner looking at me with her head upside down.
What?
It was wild. It was so wild. But I feel you on that when they just pop up out of nowhere.
Just out of nowhere, just staring at me.
But life's good. Work's obviously busy. Things are going on. A lot happening in the world, and we're here for it. So
that we are. All right, man. You tiled in at an optimal time because we're gonna do something that's only been done once before. One time before, we've played a sort of rap music video from the PAX. If you remember, our boy out of Cape Fear, the good doctor. My squirrel brain has lost his name, and the second you say it, I'll remember it. Or
his real name, Miles.
His real name, I think, is Miles. The second Buddy the Elf comments with his name, I'll remember it as well. But he did a whole music video
for the 10-year.
For the 10-year, in and around the 10-year. It was phenomenal. Niles is his real. Niles might be his F3 name because he's a psychiatrist. I think because of Crane. Remember Frazier?
Yeah,
Frazier Crane.
Niles
Anywho. F3 Niles. Thank you.
I was close.
Buddy, thank you, Buddy the Elf. You can't be here on the airways with us, but you're with us in Facebook chat, which is amazing.
Wait, but did I miss is the Beast? Is he tuned in?
Oh yeah. Right out the gate. Out the gate.
Right.
4 seconds into the show.
As long as that's happening.
4 seconds into the show, we're checking in with Kenya. There he is again, one more time. Coming at you, baby.
He's at the ready.
So
did you see the GTE schedule? Did you go over that? I didn't realize there was a GTE down there.
Down there, as in Kenya down there?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It's on the website.
What is the protocol on pre-GTE meds?
I saw it. Maybe it was in the newsletter that came out this week. I saw it.
Whoa. Wow, that's big time. Anyways, long way around of saying our man Frosted Tips out of the North Star region recorded some sort of rap song thing, I think around his VQ. We just got to listen. Let's just listen to it, okay?
All right, hit me.
Let's check it out.
Yo, listen up, Pax. It's time to rise. Frosted Tips got his EQ, no lies. A 26-year-old fireman on the grind. He's gonna bring the heat, leave excuses behind. So lace up your shoes, don't hit snooze. Come out strong, no time to lose. Frosted Tips leading, it's his debut. Let's show him some love, bring the crew. So lace up your shoes, don't hit the snooze. Come out strong, no time to lose. Frosted Tips is leading, it's his VQ. Let's show him some love, let's bring out the crew. Know this workout gonna be insane. Pulling out all stops, igniting the flame. Working pull-ups, who knows what's next. Frosted Tips got tricks, big arms to flex. Running the camps, hitting the bars. Pushing ourselves to reach for the stars. We're held outdoors, we'll leave our mark. With F3 North Star lighting up the dark. So lace up your shoes, don't hit snooze. Come out strong, no time to lose. Frosted Tips leading, it's his debut. Let's show him some love, bring the crew. So lace up your shoes, don't hit the snooze. Come out strong, no time to lose. Frosted Tips is leading, it's his VQ. Let's show him some love, let's bring out the crew. Let the word fly, let the message spread. Frosted Tips tomorrow, let's fill this thread. Throw down your ACs, leave nothing to chance. Leaders of men, we always advance. Frosted Tips, yo. Come out. I'll see you in the gloom. Ringworm, out.
I'm like, about to like wipe my shoe off. Bro,
I feel like I need like a 64 Impala.
Lace
low
up your
body,
shoes. Don't hit
on one
snooze.
side.
That's got, all right. So that's got some nice West, makes sense, right?
Yeah.
It's got some West Coast vibes to it. It's got a little,
100%.
feels like it's got a little Snoop inspiration behind it. A little Dr. Dre on the beat behind it.
Warren
Production value
G
pretty good. Production value pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of different like laid down tracks in there. I feel like I could hear.
I would stick to the gloom, bro. Stick to the gloom. Not going to see that one on America's Got Talent.
No, I think it's a starting point. I want more. I
do want more. I mean, a whole album, right? Could we get a whole album?
No, I think we'll hook him up with East Coast Bartman and get some audio.
Yeah, get him dialed in.
Get him dialed in on the
microphone.
microphone.
Absolutely dialed in. I love it. Getting funky on the mic like an old batch of collard greens.
That's right.
You get it. I don't have to tell you. All right. How about we take a quick break, bro? We got the Hunt for Wellness talking about coffee breaks, which I know we're both fans of.
Could use that right now.
The always coveted, never duplicated quote worth repeato, but a quick word from our sponsors.
Are you searching for connection? Do you struggle with loneliness? There is hope. We are F3, Fitness, Fellowship, Faith. Our mission is to plant, grow, and serve small workout groups for men for the invigoration of male community leadership. We have 5 core principles.
Free of charge. Open to all men.
Held outdoors, rain or shine. Peer led, and it ends in a circle of trust.
Go to f3nation.com.
You're watching the exclusive sneak peek of NGBN TV. Like never before, streaming content for men is now available, with more to come. Join us on this journey as we introduce you to content creators and shows that are here to inspire, educate, entertain, celebrate, and support men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. We can't do this without you, so please enjoy this sneak peek, but also share it with your friends and family, and help us connect with companies, organizations, brands, or nonprofits who align with our mission to save men's lives. This is the NGBN TV Sneak Peek.
Welcome to F3, Fitness, Fellowship, and Faith, where men come together for something more than just a workout. Our core principles define us: free of charge, open to all men, held outdoors, peer-led, and end in a circle of trust. Whether you want to run, lift heavy things, or focus on bodyweight exercises, F3 has over 4,000 workouts available worldwide. Join us, experience the camaraderie, the challenge, and the transformation of F3, where men can get right so that they can lead right.
Back once again on the F3 Circle of Trust show. Grateful that you're part of it, watching us on NGBN or across the F3 social channels, Facebook, YouTube. We're streaming live, and then this show is archived on demand on that NGBN app, so you can go watch. You get your whole family rallied around the TV and watch these two chuckleheads hang out with you for a little bit. Chuckleheads is a great diss.
Chucklehead. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to use it. You got to fold it into your life more. Look at this chucklehead. You never really say it about somebody you really like very much. So
I know
don't call us that, please.
what is it? Who's this Chucker? Like in the basketball
Chucker's
court.
a good one. Knucklehead's a good one. Jamoke, Jabroni, all that. Chucklehead is a, you definitely, the respect levels, not great.
I told you I didn't need to chuckle.
That's right. Okay. We got the quote with Rapido coming up. I've already seen
excited
it.
about that.
It's a good one. Last week's QWR ended up on an Art of Manliness t-shirt. So
or did the QWR come from the Art of Manliness t-shirt? I don't know.
Well, I like to always take all of the credit and none of the blame. So I'm going to take all the credit that AOM was inspired by our show.
Exactly.
What do you think?
I think it's so. Yeah, Dread tagged us in that on X. Are we still?
Yes. No, we are. I already talked about it earlier. We're making the hard pivot.
The hard pivot to X.
We're calling it X. Yeah, we're
Okay.
calling it out of respect for Elon. We're calling it X.
Ellen. It's a great shirt. It's a great color. I don't own anything that color. I might have to purchase.
I don't know anything that color either. So
what are you saying? You're a schmedium?
saying I'm a large, but I had a large and the extra large in the cart. Just haven't ordered it yet, big fella.
A medium.
I love it. All right. This week's health tip from Dr. Tunis Hunt, better known in the F3 Gloom as Bones, and the host of the Hunt for Wellness, which is part of the F3 family of content.
Yep.
He's talking about the ever loved coffee break. And I'd love to hear from him about it.
I'm not sure if we see the video.
Not yet. Not yet. You want to know why? It's not even in there. It's not even in there, but I know where it is, and we can do this
Live.
Yeah, we can do
Well,
it
it's about time for me to hit my afternoon iced coffee.
Oh, no. Oh, no. The back end of the machine that we use to broadcast is telling me the file's too large. Oh, no. Oh, no.
The file's too large. Sounds like a personal problem. Well, did you watch it beforehand? We could talk about it.
No, because I like to be, we're
surprised.
pulling the veil back here, right? The man behind the curtain. I like to take it in with you guys, honestly. First of all, I trust him, right? I know he's not going to put some crazy video out there, but I really do like to react to his stuff live as I see it. So I don't know if Max can like tweak some buttons or something. Probably not. If not, we'll get
let me
to it
ask
next
you this question.
Yeah.
You know, you and I are relatively same age. A lot of our average audience, relatively same age size. What's your afternoon caffeine cutoff? Do you have one?
Yes. Rarely do I take on a caffeinated beverage, coffee specifically, but not that I drink a lot of other caffeinated beverages. Rarely will I consume one after 3 p.m., 4 at the latest. I'm more of a hot coffee in the morning, regardless of the season. Hot coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
I adhere to Bones's 90-minute strategy on coffee. So my first cup of coffee is post gloom. So I've been up since 4:45 or 5. I've been to a workout, and I'm usually drinking that first cup of coffee about 6:30.
Yep.
6:15, right? In ideally PLC, parking lot coffee, right there in the gloom, or at a cafeteria.
Yep.
I'll traditionally maybe have another half a cup when I get home and we're, getting showered and getting the kids ready and all that. And then I might have one more. This is making me sound like I'm drinking too much coffee. I might have one more mid-morning-ish. I rarely have a coffee in the afternoon, but every now and then. I will, if I'm getting in an afternoon workout or like a gym session, I I might have a Celsius or something like that beforehand.
Yeah.
Right. But that's about it for me.
Yep.
There was a time when you got young kids and you're not sleeping on. I drink a cup of coffee at 5 and go to bed, or drink a cup of coffee at 8 and go to bed. You know,
No,
it
not
didn't
a
matter.
problem.
But I usually cut it off early
Yeah,
afternoon.
that line has creeped earlier in the day for me over time as well.
Yeah.
Usually, you're not going to sound bad because I'm with you on that 90-minute first cup.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much a steady drip until about 3 o'clock.
How many cups of coffee will you have a day? 5?
Anywhere from 2 to 11.
Well, that's a pretty big range, big fella. I'm
Well,
like anywhere from 2 to 4.
Well, sometimes, so I brew a whole pot for Claymore for Tuesday morning.
Great
And
coffee, questionable company.
depending on how many guys show up, if there's none left, I don't drink as much that day. If there's some left, it's in
That's
an
yours.
insulated thermos. I bring it up here to the bonus room and
You're just sipping on some scissor. Yeah.
Yeah, all day.
I got you. Yeah,
But
we used to have guys at the TV station back in the day. The engineers would drink the S out of some coffee. They just drink coffee all day, them boys back there.
Oh, well.
There's some guys, some old school guys, they'll drink coffee all day.
Well, I worked nights when I was in government, and I worked nights for about 2 years and working from 6 p to 6 a, and then another schedule from 10 p to 6 a, depending on other agencies you were working with. You're drinking coffee all the time.
Yeah.
I would sleep during the day, get up, I'd go to the gym before work, would drink coffee on the way on the metro on the way in, then do a gym session, and then get to work. And then it's almost like you're treating it like it's a normal day. You just drink coffee throughout the day. Try not to fall asleep on the metro going home during morning rush hour and miss your stop by 45 minutes.
We got a few
that more than once.
No, I know it happens. We got a few more minutes before the show wraps up. So let's hit them with the always coveted, never duplicated quote worth repeato. What do you got for us this week, bro?
Yeah, this week we're getting close to spring, right? We're getting close to America's pastime kicking off. We got obviously March Madness starts today. Today. Talk about that.
We're probably in the middle. Are we in the middle of games right meow?
Oh yeah, no. Michigan State's already won.
Time the Heels get going.
One of my sleepers Heels play, I think 245.
Ooh, Duquesne and BYU in the battle, 11 seed, looking like they might get the upset.
I picked Duquesne as a
Not
as
that
a dark
that's a
horse.
big upset. That's a good pick.
Yeah.
All right, nothing else crazy happening. Heels up 6-2 over Wagner early. I know you're probably recording it, but
no, I'm not.
I definitely picked Michigan State to win that one. You got to be careful of Tom Izzo, bro. You got to be careful of Sparty.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get to the quote because we have 3 minutes left in the show.
Yeah, so I was leading in to talk baseball, which I love. It was sort of my sport of choice growing up from walking through high school.
Yep.
And anyway, I saw this the other day, and I think I'd seen it before. I know we haven't talked about it on the show, but I didn't pull it when I'd seen it before, and I saw it, and I was like, yeah, let's talk about it. So this quote,
love it.
This week's quote is Satchel Paige, one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
And it really makes your noodle think about something for a second. And so
really makes your noodle doodle. That's the thing I just
doodle on your noodle.
Yeah. Well, I didn't mean it that way, bro. Take it easy. It's a family show. All the families are watching us on demand on NGBN TV right now, like we told them to, these two chuckleheads.
That's right. All right. Well, then you'd expect nothing less from a chucklehead.
Yeah, that's true.
So the quote is, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
Whoa. Sometimes I feel like 67.
When you get up in the morning?
I had the shoulder issue going. That's good, man.
How old
that makes you think,
be?
Right? How old would you be if you didn't know how old you are?
Right.
So what's that say to you? I got my theory. Let me hear from the big fella first.
I think my theory on it is just what is your perspective on your own life? What is your outlook on your own life? What are you doing day in and day out about how you conduct yourself in a behavioral sense, in traffic, in a public place? Or what are you doing to make yourself better in those around you, both physically, mentally, and emotionally? What's your maturity level like? Are you still able to have fun with your kids? Are you still able to goof off and, tie one on with the boys if you need to? What are sort of your daily actions leading to where others perceive what your age might be if they didn't know?
So I think there's a little carpe diem in there, right? And just look, don't focus on that so much. Go seize the day. To your point, right? Like, and Get on the ground and play with your kids. Do it right. Do all these different things. There's also from our man, Barry Lamar Linson. Don't let your age be your cage.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, that means like, well, I can't do that on this, or we can't do that. We're right. I can't. It's a lot of I can't because. Well, nobody says that has to be the case, right? Nobody says you can't get in the best shape of your life at 55. Nobody says you can't PR a certain lift that you haven't since high school earlier this week, right? You can do.
Sounds awfully
specific. Nobody says you can't do those things because there's a number attached to the amount of time you've been on this earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it, man. Satchel with some wisdom, bro.
Yeah, it almost came across like a Yogi Berra type.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, but good on that. But
no, I saw it and I was like, you know what? That's an easy, wide open discussion topic for a lot of people. Different interpretation to think about what it means for them.
Hey, bro, I'm glad you're able to pop in and hang with me for the latter half of the show.
Yeah,
happy to be here.
What is
only
that?
Born once. Ooh.
Time is an illusion.
Whoa, that's a longer conversation for another day, bro. I love you.
Love you too, man.
To the Packs of F3 Nation, if another man hasn't told you this day, we love you. The nation loves you. Go out there, keep getting after it. We will see you guys next week on the Circle of Trust.
This has been the Circle of Trust. Whether you're watching on NGBN TV or across the F3 Nation platforms, be sure to rate, review, and share our show. And download the NGBN TV app today on your favorite streaming device.
I'm Brian Jodas, 42. Hello, Kitty.
And I'm Jamie Roseborough, 40. Repeato.
And this has been the Circle of Trust.